Hey there, my name is Malachi Moak. I'm 18 years old and I currently live in South Texas. And if you're watching this video, chances are you want to learn how to travel for free. In this video, I'm going to break down the basics of how I land free hotel and Airbnb stays across the nation. And honestly, you can do this anywhere in the world. But first, let me tell you what I do. 5 years ago, I started doing videography, which really helped me build my portfolio and learn cinematic lighting, all the different sorts of stuff when it comes to cameras, which is definitely not needed for anybody starting with just their iPhone. That's just something that really helped excel me into this field and honestly gives me kind of an edge over other people and an advantage because of that skill I already have. Now, 4 months ago, I started something called UGC, which stands for User Generated Content. And to sum it up for you, basically, brands will pay you to make a video that is not like an ad. Like, yes, it's an ad you're going to sell on the video, but you're not selling like a commercial would. You're more going to say like, oh my gosh, guys, I found this product. I love it so much. It's supposed to feel authentic. You know, you've probably seen a UGC video or two and didn't even know it because, well, you don't know what UGC is. So yeah, I started doing that and I quickly learned that this skill of working for brands and getting paid to promote their stuff without promoting it in like a ad commercial type way can be translated into the travel space. And that's where it comes down to this next point. Now, technically, traveling for free is categorized under travel UGC because as a user or someone staying at the Airbnb or hotel, and when you generate content for them, that is user generated content. So it's travel UGC. So if you want to look up more videos or even just see examples of what people are producing for hotels, you can always look up travel UGC results, travel UGC examples, travel UGC hotels, etc. And you could probably find some really good example videos on this topic as a whole. So why does this work? Well, we all know that content is the next thing coming up. It is literally the make or break for all these companies out here. If you can make it in the content game, you can make it in the business space. And so that goes hand in hand with travel UGC and Airbnb and hotel marketing. They know that they need as much content as they can get to, one, market themselves right, two, drive more bookings, and three, increase their engagement rate and overall have a more aesthetic looking page, which again goes back to number two, they're going to increase more bookings. Okay, so this is where you come in. With that need, you are going to say, hey, this is not the pitch you're going to use, but basically your mentality needs to be, hey, I know you need content, I produce it, let me stay there for free, and I will use that stay to produce content for your brand. Does that make sense? Now, one of the biggest things I always get is, who is this for? And let me tell you, this is not for someone who wants to go in and have a free stay and not get any work done, and they want to just enjoy all of the free amenities. Now, yes, that is a massive perk. You can enjoy it all. What I typically do is reserve, if I'm doing one overnight stay, the first 2 hours, I knock out all of my videos as fast as I can, but also as efficient as possible, and making sure that it is done with expertise. What am I even saying? Making sure that it is done with expertise because I want my videos to look a certain way because that is a reflection of my brand and who I am since it's under my name. After that, I do enjoy the amenities. I do enjoy my stay, but I always try to go in and be like, all right, the first thing I do before I enjoy this is to knock out what I'm actually here for and to hold up my side of the deal. So with that being said, this is not for lazy people. You have to put in the work. You have to actually get better, do the work, edit the videos, send them out, shoot the voiceovers, like, get to be in front of the camera. Like, it's just for those people who actually have the drive to get the work done and will actually do it. Now, again, this is also not really for younger people. If you cannot drive yourself or fly out of the country or even sign a contract, it's probably not for you. If you're in high school and you have parents that would, go with you, then you could probably do this. But the chances are these brands are going to look at your portfolio and they're going to know, yeah, this kid is probably not over 18 or even over 21. And they're just not going to work with you, which I know that sucks. So yeah, if you're under 18, or honestly, if you're just in high school, you're a child, you're a kid, and you can't drive yourself, I would just go ahead and save this video, watch it again in a few years. This video is probably not for you and where you're at in life right now, but this video is definitely for people over 18, out of high school, in college, out of college, just people, like adults in general. If you want to travel for free, you're old enough to sign a contract, you can drive yourself, you have the funds to cover a plane ticket, which honestly, sometimes these places do cover your airfare as well. But yeah, if you're an adult, this is definitely for you. And most importantly, this is for people with a creative eye. You will probably not land any deals if your portfolio looks like everybody else's, which I'll show you my portfolio in the link of this video. But you need a portfolio that stands out, which means you need a creative eye. Now, if you're like, I don't know if I have a creative eye, I don't have a camera, you can do this with your phone. 90% of UGC or travel UGC creators and UGC creators in general use their phone to produce all the content, and they're making thousands upon thousands of dollars per month. Now let's get into the process, starting with how I got started. Like I said, 5 years ago, I started videography, started building my portfolio, got into the wedding space. I was able to capture a lot of venue and real estate videos, and it kind of like expand my portfolio into real estate without actually getting any real estate jobs, because I used the wedding venues to my advantage to capture that as well. And I was doing this before I even realized what UGC was and travel UGC. But that's how I got started. And so basically, that's what you need to do. You need to, one, collect your footage to start building out your portfolio. Then you can go into Canva and you can make a free website with Canva. It'll say canva.my site at the bottom, but they don't care about that. They only care about how quality or the quality of your work and what it looks like, and basically like what they can expect from you. So you need to build a portfolio in Canva. Okay, I will send mine down below so you can see. And this might mean that, like, hey, I'm not going to land a deal without a portfolio. You will not land a deal without a portfolio. So you might need to spend a little extra cash going to a local boutique hotel or just Airbnb in your area. Spend the money, do that, make a video while you're there. You can even send that to the Airbnb afterwards, and I've even heard for some people getting a full refund just for having the video sent to them. So spend, $100, $150, go stay a night, make a few UGC videos while you're there, add them to your portfolio, and boom, you're ready, you're set. And this goes into step 2. You're going to go to Instagram, you're going to search up wherever you're at. If you're somewhere, in a tropical area, you can search up villas, or Airbnbs, hotels. You can search up huts, tree houses. If you're in America, you could also search up, I would search up Airbnbs. I would search up boutique hotels. You can search up villas, but you're probably not going to find them as much, especially where I'm at in Texas. So I typically will use like ChatGPT or Claude to my advantage because the keywords are a little bit more difficult. Use hashtags to your advantage. Hashtag travel UGC. Hashtag Airbnb Texas, or Airbnb, and then wherever you live. Hashtag boutique hotel wherever you live. And then you can probably find some really good places. But anyways, then you go into their DMs, and this is where a lot of people fail right off the bat. They have a great portfolio, but they go in and they send, hey, love the content, I would love to collab. That is not going to get you anywhere. That is not a winning pitch right there. You should not even be pitching in the Instagram DMs. The DMs are strictly to build conversation and build a connection with the brand before you pitch the brand. So I would follow them. I would shoot them a DM. I'm going to put the exact DM script right here. And then normally I'll say like, hey, love the content. I would love to send, a formal proposal. If you could send me like a good marketing email address, I'd love to send you that proposal over. And then typically they'll say, yeah, sure, here it is. Or they'll say, hey, no, we're not interested. You can delete the message. You can clear them off. They're not interested. Yada, yada, yada. You're done. You don't got to worry about them. But if they send you the email, then that's your entry point. Once you have the email, you have to make sure your portfolio is good enough, or they will open that email and you're never going to get a response. Which I've had that happen to me plenty of times, probably 100 times by now. And so, yeah, that's how you can get started in it. Once you get a deal, it looks like showing up Typically, you don't even have to meet anybody in person. You just show up with the access code or whatever, you go in and you make your videos. Like I said, I would look up the hashtags like travel to UGC examples to figure out videos that look like this, or you can go to my portfolio and you can look at kind of what my portfolio is. I do more of a cinematic storytelling vibe, which is not the typical, but that's what makes me stand out. So yeah, next steps. Last but not least, you need to go and build your portfolio. You need to start. If you live in a very touristy area, you don't even have to make a video about a specific Airbnb or hotel. You can make a travel UGC video specifically about the tourist attractions in your area. So I live in South Texas. There's a lot of rivers. I live right by the New Braunfels Canal River. So I could go make a video about the Canal River and all the attractions around it. You know, we're an hour from Six Flags. We have a beautiful river that flows at blah 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 blah. We have this and this and that. You know, all the different things that you can do in my area. That's a travel UGC video. Those perform really really well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that sums that all up for you. If you want more information, please feel free to DM me on Instagram. I can break it down. I can hop on one-on-one calls with you guys. But yeah, this is the exact strategy I use over and over and over. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is Malachi Moke. I hope you learned a lot.